before. It might be too dangerous. There was a good chance that a body couldn't survive the stress of the reverse process. That sounded like a risk I was willing to take. I waited until one night when the engineer was working late on the new train. He was working in the mine tunnels, and he was all alone. With my automaton body, I was able to overpower him quite easily and tie him up. After that, I ran to get the doctor. "There's been a terrible accident at the mine." The doctor grabbed all of his medical equipment, including the experimental machine, and followed me back to the mine. When we got there, he saw the engineer tied up on the ground. "What's going on here?" I knocked the doctor out and tied him up as well. Now I had everything I needed. I woke the doctor up and forced him to tell me how to set the machine up. I attached it to the engineer and myself. The doctor kept pleading with me, telling me that it would kill the young man, but I just ignored him. Finally, everything was ready. "What's going on? Why isn't it working?" "You need a power source." I looked around and spotted one, the engine of the special new train. I connected the machine to the power source. Now, everything was really ready. This time when I flipped the switch, the machine came alive. It was just like before when my mind was transferred out of my human body, but this time, I'd be going back. I'd be human once again. I could feel my mind start to be stretched and pulled. I screamed in pain and watched as the engineer grimaced in agony as well. It was beautiful. But then, something went wrong. I heard a noise behind me and saw that the doctor had managed to roll on the ground towards the machine. "No!" With his foot, he managed to hit a button on the machine that reversed the power flow. My mind snapped back into my metal body, and then the machine overloaded. There was an explosion of sparks as my mind was then forced through the wires, not into the engineer's body, but into the train powering the machine. I could feel myself changing once again as my mind was imprinted onto the steel mechanisms within the train. I screamed as I was changed, and the train changed too. With the screeching of metal twisting and stretching, the front of the train transformed, becoming an even worse mockery of my already ugly face. My plan had failed. Or had it? I stood up on my new, mechanical spider-like legs. I felt the strength and power that existed in my locomotive body. I realized that I wasn't sad at all about what happened. I now had exactly what I wanted. Power. The power to make people truly fear me. I emerged from the tunnel, a new entity, one that the world had never seen before. And I'd make sure that those who did see me would never be seen again. Except those few workers who would still wear masks that looked like my face. The island was mine now, and I'd kill anyone who dared come here. Which is why they sent you here. You can try and kill me, but even if you had succeeded, it wouldn't have mattered. You see, I figured out I could lay eggs, don't ask me how, and implant my consciousness into them. It must have been some side effect of the machine. So even if you had managed to kill me, I'll just keep coming back. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. There's nothing anyone can do. This train will just keep rolling on forever and ever and ever. Choo, choo,